Hi again everyone, this is Rachel from StudioUs coming at you again with one of our at-home drawing tutorials. Today we're going to be working on a nice spring picture. Again, we're going to focus on this nice rose and making it with colored pencil. Go ahead and grab your supplies, get ready. We're going to get a pencil, ideally with an eraser on the back, a pink pearl eraser or another large eraser, and a Sharpie to finish things out. To start out, we're going to start with this egg shape, and we want to find the middle of our paper and kind of mark that out as the bottom of the egg. Mark the top of our egg as well, and the two sides kind of lower than the center so we get that nice egg shape instead of an oval or a ball. And once you've got those edges marked out, just sketch it in. First petal, starting from the bottom, curving around and kind of crossing over and looping back. Adding our next one in, we're going to start from the middle and marking out where the line starts, where it ends, and how far out it curves to give you a guide on how to shape that petal out. Moving on, we're adding in the sides of our rose. Curving in, pinching in at the middle, and then scooping back out to give that rose a little bit of shape in the center. There we've got a little bit of erasing to do, cleaning out the sides of the egg where they fit inside those petals. So just on the lower half. Extend that line that crossed over all the way to the edge and clean up any lines that might have gotten erased when we were cleaning those lines out of there. Alright, so we're going to mark where it starts, where it ends, and how far out it goes. If you have more than one bump, mark kind of the outside edge for both bumps and then sketch it in. We're going to get the center, still marking where it starts, where it curves, and where it ends to sketch it in. We'll add that little side petal in as well. Bigger and bigger with the petals as we go, still marking start, end, and how far out it goes to give us just a little guide to get that shape right. This one's a little tricky, still marking your start and the end, and then we want to mark that point as far out as it goes as well, and kind of get a little bit of a swooshy curve down at the bottom there to get that shape just right, almost like a S. Building out those petals farther and farther. They keep getting bigger each time. Got another pointy one adding in here. Make sure you mark your start, end, and how far out you want to go. A couple guides on this one just to make sure I'm getting the shape right, since it's got a big swooshy curve at the bottom of it. Last couple of petals here. Little small ones that are down at the bottom of the flower that we're adding just to shape it out a little better. the rose using the same process as we did for the petals. Mark your start, your end, and how far out it goes. I'm going to move that one up just a little bit. And kind of use the lines on the petals as a guide for where you see those connecting. I'm just going to curve those lines around to get your leaf shape. Drawing in the rest of the leaves the same way. Last one. We're going to add some little lines in the leaves to get that center fold in them. Little leafy bits from when the rose was a bud that kind of curve around the bottom. And we've got it. Go ahead and grab your Sharpie. We're going to get ready to go over the outlines. Clean this up and make it look really nice. I'm going to zip forward here. Don't spend the whole time watching me do my Sharpie lines, but do always be really careful when you're doing these because you can't erase the Sharpie. There we go. So I've finished my Sharpie lines, I've erased all my extra pencil lines. Now I'm taking kind of a turquoisey blue colored pencil and getting a nice border around the outside edge of that rose shape to kind of mark out the space between the subject of our picture and the background. After that, we're going to go in and outline it. I'm going to speed up this coloring process a little bit because it takes a little while. I like to color softly and build up the color over time. That way you still get a vibrant color, but you don't get as many of those streaks. So filling in that background now that we've got our outline in there, so we don't have to worry about running into the rose. Nice and bright. We're going to go in with a salmon color and mark out the highlights on that rose and get those filled in real quick. Nice. We're going to go in with a red and fill in the rest of the petals. So for this, we don't want to fill it in completely dark to where it's like got a smooth texture on it. I'm leaving a little bit of white fuzz showing through so that I can get those shadows on there after the fact. Still building up nice and bright and kind of taking it one petal at a time. I'm really careful not to go off my highlights because I don't want to lose those. just about there. A couple more petals to go. It always takes a little while to get colors looking good with colored pencils. They want to go on really lightly. Little breaks to sharpen the pencil. Almost there. And we made it. Building up that color a little bit more on those last couple petals. Going to go in with a dark red. We're using mahogany here, but you could use a brown. And I'm going to outline the edge of my shadows and then build it up really dark on top of that red. And what's going to happen is it's going to mix with the red underneath it to give it more of a red tone instead of brown. Broke my pencil, gotta watch out for that. And as you build it up, it creates this nice smooth shadow color that kind of blends in with the red and looks awesome. Petal by petal and kind of mark out the shadows the way I see them on the reference picture. Give myself a little guide for where to put. I like to get the big shadows out of the way first because those make your hand really tired. It's nice to get these little ones at the end. Just about got all these shadows finished. I'm going to go back in with a red colored pencil and with that salmon colored pencil and darken up some of the tones underneath that to fill in those white fuzzy spaces. That way everything's looking as dark and as vibrant as the shadow colors we've got on there. Giving it a second coat once we finish up these shadows. Make it look really awesome. Get rid of those little fuzzy bits, even out those colors. There we go. Like magic, it is now darker. So we're going to go in with a light green and get the highlights on our leaves. So lining those out and filling them in. I'm going to go in with just a regular old green after that. Fill in the rest of those white spaces on the leaves. I'm going a little darker than I did with the red this time. We're still going to put a shadow color on top of it, but we've got a nice dark green that can go on there, so I can build it up a little thicker and save myself a little bit of time. hard, making sure to get all the little white fuzzy spots on the leaf. It's good to lay down a first coat and then kind of fill in any leftovers. You don't want to try to go all the way dark right from the get-go. Otherwise your hand will just be so tired. Just about done with that green. We can go into our last step. I'm going to find a pine green or an emerald green, whatever you've got in your little coloring kit. Outline those last few shadows and fill them in. Use the lines on the leaves as a little guide that go down the center to kind of help you find where those colors split. Shape out your shadows even better. Alright, last shadow on the last leaf. You're almost there. Take your time while you're going through all this. Don't try to do it as fast as the fast forward version. And you've got yourself an awesome looking rose. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you back again for another tutorial. We'll be doing these all week. Good job.